Daily Reset for Success series, and my name is Marian LaSalle on the Natural Curiosity channel. The reason why I am doing this is for you and for me to stay on track, to make sure that I have the best life possible and that I can share that with you. So a lot of times I'm going to have some different things that I want to focus on, and today is a big one. I remember listening to a podcast yesterday and I thought, oh, I have to remember that. I have to remember that. So what's a really good way to remember? Teach it. Okay? It sinks in deeper. So think about that as you're learning new things, as you're starting to accomplish more and more by resetting yourself every day. If you think of something that you've heard on the radio or that you've heard from me or another YouTuber, wherever, doesn't matter, a book you're reading, and you get that thought, teach it to somebody else and it will sink in deeper. So today I wanted to share a little bit about being nicer to yourself. And I'm talking about me. I'm pointing at you. I got three fingers coming back at me. Okay, so if I say you, it really means us. All right. Hey, how's it going? Oh, there's my friend. How you doing, Beth? You're more than welcome to pop in because this is live. How about that? So today we're talking about being nicer to ourselves. I think that self-compassion increases our ability to cope with our negative thoughts and emotions. And we're human beings, we all have negative thoughts about either ourselves or other people. And I think that if we can be nicer to ourselves about that when they crop up, then, you know, um, it has a ripple effect. Let's put it that way. So think about when your thoughts are negative, about the behavior that you've just witnessed yourself doing or the patterns you find yourself falling into, whether it's with a spouse or at work or your children or your driving habits. Let's say you're driving down the road and you get angry at the same thing every day. It's like that's a pattern, and we need to be softer on ourselves and maybe try to find a new technique so that we don't get angry and raise our blood pressure and other stuff. So, one of the things that works for me, and I heard this yesterday on a podcast, which really made me think, okay, this could work for me, is to immediately come up and see it from a higher perspective. Either somebody else's perspective, like try someone else's shoes on, like maybe the person that just yelled at us, or the car that just pulled in front of us, or it was our own behavior, and we want to take a different perspective on it. See it from a higher perspective, from somebody else's shoes, or looking down at yourself and witnessing what you just did or what your thoughts are. So I'm going to give you an example that they used yesterday that I thought was really good. This was a true story. Somebody was getting ready to go on a cruise, and the flyer said that the workshop was going to be included. And she found out later they charged her an extra $300 for the workshop. So she was fighting mad. She was pissed off. She was writing letters, making phone calls, and she was making herself crazy. Now she was still going to go, but now everybody's going to be mad at her, and she's mad at herself, and she's mad at them, and it was just a really bad feeling that she had. So the gentleman said, well, why don't you look at this two ways? They're not going to let you in for the cost, right? So you can soften the blow by thinking to yourself, okay, this is an opportunity to use your negotiating skills, right? To try to find a way to get that money back from that company, or to make it worth your while to have that extra $300 taken from you when you didn't plan on it. Or, and this is the best part, I love it because I'm a Unity gal and they teach us this all the time. how is the universe going to bring it back to you? Okay? In another way, somebody else will gift you money, or some other way that the universe is going to prove to you that you're okay, that that $300 was just a test to see if you could handle it. just just let the universe give it back to you in another way. That happens to me so often that I really have to think about it. Recently, I joined in Unity. They have a Prosperity Plus 1, 2, and 3, and I've taken 1, I've taken 2, and now I'm in 3. And I keep hearing the same thing over and over again, but for me it takes a while for it to sink in. So I thought, all right, this my roof had to be repaired. I still don't have flooring from the flood. I have other bills that are coming due. Now my plumbing's gone bad, and you know, oh, where am I going to get this money? But instead of seeing it that way, I'm softening my thoughts around it, trusting that the universe is going to bring me the money that I need in another way. And sure enough, just the other day, believe it or not, I got a $4,000 check from an unexpected source. Totally unexpected. Who does that, right? And I know it has to do with how I'm softening my thoughts around what is being done to me, right? The flood, the plumbing, the roof, the tree, all these things are not happening to me, they're happening for me. So I'm excited to share this opportunity to see it in a different way, to come above and look at it from a different perspective. Let's all strengthen our ability to soften the critical thoughts that bring our vibration down, woo, and create even more negativity in our lives. Because when we have these negative thoughts over and over again, they're patterns, it does bring us down. And even if we don't think about it, it's bringing us down. It's bringing our vibration down. And what does the universe pay attention to? Not our words, but our feelings. So I hope this helped for you today. I know it did for me. And like I said, turning around and sharing it with you soaks it in right even thicker through my head. So I hope this helped for you. Please let me know in the comments. Contact me any way you'd like. I am an open book. I'd love to chat with you any way that you would like to chat with me. All right. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye for now.